Hi friends, this is Susie, your Candy Crush guru, here to help you solve the puzzle of level 2679, where we have 24 moves to clear out 59 jelly. And there's jelly located in this section, and then also under all of this licorice, with a thread of more licorice set to come down. But what we also have are these portals, and we can drain the licorice into these areas, where it's a bit easier to work with them. Here's a note though. When we take out licorice on a turn, no new licorice can develop, and when we fail to take some out, that's when new licorice can form. That's a general rule, and we always have to see how it applies to each particular level. Sometimes there is a little bit of grace, a lag between, your turn and when you're going to get that licorice flowing through, and sometimes there's not. Sometimes you have to hit it directly, and sometimes you can use a ranged attack like a stripe. What I do know is I don't like either of these parts of the board, and I also know that I can exit and enter over and over without losing any lives as long as I do so before I take my first turn, and that's true for most of us. Of course, not all of us, because King likes to play around with different groups. Alright, so I'm going to pause the recording and meet you back here when I find a board that I think looks good. This looks like a fairly good place to start. I can make some moves in here to start bringing a little bit of licorice down. And then, of course, I've got this waiting for me. I'm trying to, oh, here we go, get things going on both sides, so that worked out okay. If I move these three, this will come down 3. It'll come down too far. So I'm going to go ahead and make this over on this side. Again, continuing to try to take out licorice so I don't get inundated by it. Pulling some down a bit. I know it fills in so quickly. I'm going to let it fill in and try to take it out again this way. When I have it filled in, that means it's easier to take out, but I'm stuck here now. I think what I might do is take out all green from the board. That should put this as a special that I can now use. And I've got purple in some really good spots. If I could wait one more move, take out a little bit of licorice as I go. I like this a bit better. So I think this is going to be really helpful all across the board in a lot of different areas. Okay, so 1, 2, that's all I have left to do. I can do this, and then how can I get something in here? Because now this is going to come in with licorice, so this is where I have to be sneaky. I don't have any moves I can make over here. I'm going to have to be sneaky over here. I'm bringing in licorice, but now I'm taking out licorice, right? So that clears the path. And there we go, got it. Boom. So knowing how the licorice operates helps me, especially in the end game when I have to know when this is going to fill up and when it isn't. That's how I beat this. It was my 7th playthrough for recording purposes. If you found this at all helpful, I'd ask that you consider liking and subscribing. That in turn would help me out. If you have any questions or comments, please put those below. I'll try to respond as quickly as I can. And as always, thanks for watching.